Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about the topic pollution of Ganga and then how the measures need to be taken to conserve our resources. The Ganga runs its course of over 2500 kilometer from the Gangotri in the Himalayas to the Ganga Sagar in the Bay of Bengal. So it has a very long course. It is being turned into a drain by more than 100 of towns and cities in Uttar Pradesh. So what it is saying that it is discussing about the route that Ganga follows and how it travels through different cities and different cities within Uttar Pradesh. Largely untreated sewage is dumped into the Gangas every day. In addition, think of the pollution caused by other human activities like bathing, washing of clothes, and immersion of acids or unburned corpses. So, since we all know that Ganga in the Hindu community has a huge relevance, and so it is treated differently. Like not differently, I would rather say it is mistreated in a way, in many ways. That is one of the way is basically how we dump our garbage into it. We basically pollute river Ganga with basics like our day-to-day activities is like bathing, washing, and then distribution of corpses, unburned corpses, immersion of acids, and then the sewage that is passed on to the river. And then industries contribute chemical effluents in the Ganga's pollution load, and the toxicity kills fish in the last sections of the river. Namami Gange program is an integrated conservation mission approved as a flagship program by the Union government of in the June 2014. Okay, it was launched to accomplish the twin objectives of effective abatement of the pollution, conservation, and rejuvenation of river Ganga. And the National Mission for Clean Ganga is the implementation wing set up in October 2016. So there has been some measures taken by the government to make Ganga clean and safe, because a lot of pollution happens because of the route that it travels, 2500 kilometers, and so it tends to have a very long route, and so the pollution is very extensified. As you see, there are some measurable factors which are used to quantify pollution or the quality of water that we use for various activities. Some of the pollutants are harmful even when present in very small quantities, and we require sophisticated equipment to measure them. But as we learned in chapter 2, the pH of water is something that can easily be checked by a universal indicator. So, as we talked about that, the river Ganga is basically polluted by different kinds of pollutions: industrial waste, human ashes, and then corpses, unburned corpses, and everything. So, it is polluted in different ways, up to the extreme level. But even at times, certain amount of toxicity, some toxic chemicals in very minimum amount also causes maximum damages. We need not feel powerless or overwhelmed by the scale of the problems, because there are many things that we can do to make a difference. You must have come across the 5 R's to save the environment: refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. What do they refer to? So I'll discuss a brief about these topics, and then in the next class we'll discuss them in detail. Refuse products that are not environmental friendly. Like recently, if you talk about recently, government has passed banned plastic bags across the country. Across many states has in fact banned it. So because those are not environmental friendly. Reduce is reduction in the uses of natural resources, reduction in petroleum. If you are not using your car on the while you are waiting on the green light, for the green light on the traffic signal, switch off your car, switch off the engine. So how you reduce the consumption? You need to conserve resources so that it can be used for the generations to come. Reuse, try and reuse, that is recycle, keep on recycle. We have got recycle bags, we have got recycle brushes, we have got recycle clothes, so we have got recycled shoes, everything. So keep on recycling. Then repurpose. This means that when a product can be no more be used for the original purpose, think carefully how you can use that product in a different way. Recycle, as this means that you collect plastic, paper, glass and metal items and recycle these materials to make required things instead of synthesizing or extracting fresh plastic, paper, glass or metal. So in the next class we'll discuss this in detail.